Eventually, people are going to click. I've seen enough. You can only just keep jabbing somebody in the shoulder long enough. And eventually, between, man, I just want to turn on the game and watch the game. And I can't find it. And I got to pay. And I got to pay this. And I got to pay 3 subscriptions to be sure that on a Sunday afternoon or whatever, I can sit down and watch the game. So between that, then you got the constant marketing, you got the ads, and you got the gambling stuff. Okay. There's a lot of people that would like to stay away from the gambling thing. You know what I mean? Right? There's a lot of people that would like to stay away from that, right? So you got the ads, and then you've got the politics, regardless of whether you like it or you don't, or you agree or not. You can't disagree that it's having an effect. Now you can say, well, then goodbye to those people. Well, that still means that that's part of the reason why people are not watching the game. Okay, whether or not you agree with their reasoning, there's still a reason why they turn it off. So you have to go through all of that, right? You have to pay exorbitant amount of money. You have to pay multiple subscriptions. Then you turn it on. The announcer may not be really qualified to do the job. You're getting bombarded with ads. You're being bombarded with politics. That either way, whether you don't want to hear about Pride Night or whether you don't want to watch the military night, okay? Either way, you're not paid, you're turning it on, and you're not enjoying what you're watching. And this is the thing, entertainment, okay? And people are paying to turn on something that they enjoy. And there's only so many things that you can make unenjoyable about what they're paying for before they turn it off. And so you add all that in, and then you throw in, we're also going to take the physicality out of the game. And not only are we going to take that out, but we are going to severely penalize the physicality at the most inopportune moments, so that you're just going to just be so aggravated and frustrated and yelling at the TV because you're supposed to be emotionally invested. You better be emotionally invested. If you're not emotionally invested, why are you paying all this money to watch something that there's this part you don't like and this part you don't like and this part you don't like and this part? Where's the stuff we're supposed to like? Where's the stuff we're supposed to say, that's what I'm paying for? They keep giving us stuff that we don't want. And they add a little bit more, and they add a little bit more, and then they keep taking away the stuff that we are paying for. And eventually, people are going to say, click. People are going to say, click. You've got to make the referees accountable. That it has to start there, because I think all of the other things are minor frustrations that add up. Okay. But I think the officiating, I think that's the thing, that's the straw that breaks the camel's back. That's the thing that, you know what? I can't deal with this anymore. I can't do it. I cannot put myself through this grief and aggravation, because you can watch if you don't want to see the military thing, you don't want to see Pride Night, yeah, whatever, you just watch it, okay? Or not watch it. Go get a drink, right? You can ignore that, okay? If you don't like the announcer, you can mute them. There's things that you can do about that, okay? It's frustrating. You don't know where you're going to watch the game that night. You have to check in advance, make sure that you're set up to how you can watch the game, but you can work around that. But you have no control over what the refs do. You have no control over whether it's a tie game and with 6 minutes left, your team gets a ridiculous call against them that just changes everything. And now your investment as a fan is being affected by something that's not only overtly frustrating, but not that you had any control over the game, but when you're watching something like the referees screwing you, whoever you are, okay, because all the teams get screwed. When you see that and you start adding up all of the other little things that you're having to work, it's a job to watch the games. You're just going to click off. You're just going to click off.